Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on the 300. So, we got the electrical issue with this thing all figured out, kind of. And, well, my radio quit working. So, we have that. But this car has been running, it's a little off for a little while now. So, the other day, I ordered some spark plugs for the car. They're in there, but the motor of this thing is very, very dirty. So, even though it is cold today, it is, hang on, I will tell y'all, currently 25 degrees at 3:30 in the afternoon. So that's fantastic. But I'm gonna take this thing up here and wash it. It's got some dust and all kind of stuff all over it. It's been sitting. And then I started on the white truck's wheels. So I sanded the curb rash out of them right next to the car. So it's got aluminum dust all over it and whatever else. So I'm going to take it up here to the car wash. We're going to get the motor clean. And then I'm just going to kind of hose the car off. And when it warms up a little bit, I'll give it like an actual nice wash. But let me show y'all the kind of current situation we got going on with the dash here. And we'll go ahead and head out that way. So, y'all don't mind this. I was going to drive this thing earlier today, and my radio wouldn't work. So, we unhooked the battery, plugged the battery back in, still wouldn't work. So, I took the radio out, unplugged it, let it sit for a little bit, still won't work. Check the fuse are good, but it doesn't. It's stuck in AM, and none of the buttons at all work. I can't change, the station and none of that. The only thing that works is the preset buttons, on, and the volume, and that's it. So, we took the radio out. It's over here in the floor. And I ordered a radio. It'll be here tomorrow. So, ordered a radio, ordered an amp, and an install kit for both. So, we'll finally get our 15 going. But I'm going to put this back on so I have climate control. Because I figure going to wash this thing in the cold is going to be a rough trip anyway. And having a heater will be nice when I get back. So I'm going to put this back on because it's pretty easy. I mean, there's only two, two plug-ins here and two down here. So pretty simple. So that is that. But anyway, I'm going to put this stuff on and we'll get up here. We'll get this washed off. And then probably tomorrow or the next day, we'll get out here and change spark plugs in this thing. All 16 of them, which ought to be a fantastic time. But anyway, I'll catch y'all tomorrow and we will go from there. All right, so it is the next day. We got the motor kind of sort of washed. And, well, working on spark plugs. So, pulled the first plug out, and, well, I think that speaks for itself. So, I'm going to go ahead, we're going to get all these swapped. I'll show you all the plugs, all of them at the end. I'm going to clean off that because I was sanding wheels over there the other day. But I'll lay all these out so y'all can see all of the old plugs. But for anybody doing this, I did want to kind of mention the process here. So what I'm doing, I'm not saying this is correct, but this is what I'm doing. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. But I'm doing these one at a time so nothing gets mixed up, since this is the car with the rat's nest of plug wires. So that'll just kind of simplify things. But we have a 10 mil for the coils, and then these guys, to not break these, kind of twist them a little bit as you work them off, and then the actual these just pop up out of there. So pretty easy. And then the plugs here are a 5/8, so get yourself a 5/8 spark plug socket, and you should be good. But anyway, I'm going to continue at it here. We're going to get all these out, get the new ones in, and see how the 300 runs. All right, so we got the first two changed. They're over there, as you can see. So we got those in. Now I got to go back down to the shop, grab some dielectric grease to put in our boots. That'll make stuff coming back off easier in the future, because I do plan to do some stuff with this car in the future. But also, you know, if you change spark plugs again, it'll come apart much easier if you put some dielectric grease on the plugs. So that's that, and it'll help keep moisture out of them. So we're gonna do that. But also, I wanted to mention, shout out to Cold Air Inductions. I've had this intake on this car for a couple years now, and it has been absolutely fantastic. Now, I enjoy this intake enough where I'm actually an ambassador for Cold Air Inductions. They actually have an article about me on their website, which is pretty cool. But I'll leave a link and stuff in the description if y'all want to check one of these out. Like I said, this thing has been fantastic to have. It helped the fuel mileage on the car. It sounds absolutely amazing. And I'll actually show y'all that here in a little bit. But anyway, let's get back to these plugs and get them all replaced. All right, y'all, so got all the plugs out. I'll show you those when we get back. But I'm gonna take this thing for a little test drive and see how it does. All right, so don't worry about the check engine light. That is for my thermostat. I have a low temp thermostat in this thing, and a wheel speed sensor wire that's a little messed up. But as you can see, drivability, no more stutter. Then turn here, we'll get on it a little bit. So thing seems a lot happier, but very happy. Now, you're hearing the power steering whine a little bit. It's a little low on fluid. I gotta get some. I'll get some here in a bit and put in it. But anyway, the pump is leaking, so I'll have to get that figured out. But nonetheless, I'm gonna drive this thing around a little bit more. We'll go back. I'm gonna double check a few things, and my radio is supposed to be here today. So I gotta get everything kind of out and ready to start doing that and running for a backup camera, because I'm doing a backup camera at the same time, and kind of everything else. So anyway, I'm gonna drive this thing a little more, and I'll catch y'all when we get back to the house. We'll take a look at them old plugs. All right, y'all, so it's a bit later, and well, I'm gonna show y'all a sneak peek for the next video. So we'll look at those in such a second, but and we have something coming to fix some of this too. But here's your sneak peek for the next video with the 300. But anyway, here we have all of our plugs. Now, if you look at these, I don't know which ones are which. I would assume the really burnt ones are the exhaust side plugs. But on every one of these, they are completely gone. So, that's that. Now, I wanted to show you all these before I put them in the boxes. Yes, 2 spark plugs per cylinder. It's a HEMI. It's a HEMI thing. But, guys, don't let anybody tell you that this is difficult to do. This is the tools I used for this. Now, somebody's gonna come in here and say, oh, well, you know, there's snap-on tools here, and, you know, there's a snap-on flex head, and there's an electric ratchet, and yes, but these are from Harbor Freight. You know, these 1/4" sockets, as you can see, Pittsburgh, they're from Harbor Freight. You don't have to have snap-on to do this, is what I'm saying. We have a lot of snap-on stuff. We have a lot of Pittsburgh stuff. We have some Icon stuff. We have lots of all different kinds of tools. You don't need snap-on to work on your own vehicle. So don't let anybody tell you that this is difficult to do. I may be biased because this is a pretty simple motor rather than the, you know, my 6.0 out here. Right there. Now, this is a lot simpler of a motor than that thing. And we have been all up in that motor. I have especially. But like I said, guys, don't let anybody tell you that this is difficult, because this is not difficult. This is one of the easier vehicles I've ever put spark plugs in. So, like I said, you will need a 10 mil. You will need a short 10 mil. I used a combination of both, this deep and a shallow. I also brought this out to try to make it a little easier around the AC lines on the driver's side. Ended up not needing it. A 6-inch extension, a 12-inch extension, a 3/8 ratchet of some sorts. The flex head was nice because it's longer, and these were really, really tight for whatever reason. You'll need your 1/4-inch drive ratchet, and then I used kind of a, a combo of sockets to get where I needed to be. This was real nice on the passenger side where the wiring harness runs. So that's that. And like I said, a 5/8 spark plug socket. So that's like I said, that's all I used on this. Now I did use the electric ratchet, yes, but you don't need it per se. I just use it to make things a little faster, and I did this in under an hour with, it just bit me. So pretty simple. And I've actually never done plugs on this car before, or a HEMI before. But pretty simple, not too bad. So anyway, guys, I do have some stuff. You see that box there? That is for some TikTok content that a company wanted to make. And for those of you who stuck around to the end of the video, we have a brief intermission with this video at the moment. So I got this guy. I ordered this yesterday. So our radio went out yesterday. I hopped on Amazon, ordered this. It was here 24 hours later, and here we have it. But I'm having a bit of an issue, as y'all can see here. It won't stay clipped in. So I'm trying to figure out what we need to do about that, because like I said, it's not staying. And the way it is right now, it'll just come out. So I got to figure that out. But I'll figure that out. I got to reset my clock. I did fix this piece now, so it doesn't come out, or it doesn't just fall out over here like it was doing. So that's nice. And I think I'm gonna have to bend the clip for this, just like I did that one. But anyway, I'm not super worried about it, because that's gonna have to come back out tomorrow. If y'all remember, if y'all were here for that, I got a Scar 15 that's going in this thing. Well, it's already in this thing. It won't fit in the trunk, that's why it's back in the back seat. But my amp wiring kit's not here. My amp came in today, my backup camera came in today, but the wiring kit for the amp and the sub is not here yet. So I figured, rather than taking all this plastic off and running everything, and taking all this apart, running everything for the backup camera, and then tomorrow have to take it all back apart. For that, I'm just gonna, we got the radio done. That was gonna be a separate video by itself anyway. So yeah, depending on what time the amp wiring gets here tomorrow, if I can, I'll get it installed then. But that's kind of that. So I got to figure out about this clip. But anyway, guys, the car runs so much better. So it's a lot happier, it seems. But anyway, guys, I guess that's going to be a wrap for this one. So if y'all enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope everybody has a great day. And there's going to be some more stuff coming up here on the 300 pretty soon. So I'm working with a new company. I just signed the contract a couple days ago. And that stuff should be here in a few days. And we have some more stuff for the 300. And one of the companies we have worked with prior, they have like a separate entity. So we're actually getting some stuff from them for the car as well. So a lot coming up for the 300. So I'm excited about it. I don't know what sparked this whole, well, I know what sparked this whole thing. Putting the 315s on it is what sparked all of this. But I'm actually pretty excited about it. So anyway, guys, with that being said, again, that's going to be a wrap for this one. So if y'all enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, again, please get on there, hit that like button, drop me a comment, smash that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day.